Back in September 2019, I had a chance to visit Singapore to attend the 2019 Singapore Grand Prix weekend. Last season was a bit of a mixed fortune for Ferrari team, though I assume not as bad as this season. The car, the SF90, was notorious for having a great straight line speed but lacks downforce. So coming to Singapore, many expected Ferrari to be, let's say, on a back foot against the likes of Mercedes and Red Bull. So it was to the surprise of many and to the delight of the tifosis, of course, when Leclerc qualified on pole and Vettel qualified on P3 on Saturday, and Vettel winning the race and taking his 5th Singapore Grand Prix win, with Leclerc coming second. So what better way to celebrate the occasion than by trying to beat Leclerc's pole time in 2019. For this video, I'm planning to do 3 time lapse and each with a different setup. The first one would be using the default balance setup. The second one would be using the default maximum downforce setup. And the last one will be using the custom setup that I got from this website. Before we go to the hot lap, let's stroll around the circuit to get an overview of the track. Right, here's the start of the Marina Bay Street circuit. Down at turn 1, you brake at about 100 meters. Careful not to carry too much speed here or risk cutting turn 2. This tight left-hander of turn 3, be careful on the exit, it's very easy to lose your car on throttle. After a short straight here, we'll lead directly to this medium speed right-hander. It's very important to get a clean exit because we are now in the DRS zone of Raffles Boulevard. This right king over here, you can pretty much take it flat out and aim for the 100-meter board to brake down to 4th or 3rd. Again, avoid the curbs on the inside, and this next right-hander down to 2nd, avoid the curbs on the inside. I think one of my general advice for this track would be to avoid the curbs because most of the curbs are rather high and can really upset your car's balance if you're not careful. Down to this reasonably long straight and entering the part of the track which I find the most difficult. It's somewhat narrow and slippery and it's very easy to hit the wall on either side of the track here. Right, left on the bridge, one of the best places to view the cars in my opinion, and this is where Leclerc hit the wall in practice in 2018. Down to this left hairpin, and we're entering this somewhat short straight, and this is where I watched the race last year. It's the Connaught Grandstand, situated just before the braking point of turn 14. The price for the grandstand is relatively expensive compared to other grandstands, but you get a good view of the city, you get a good view of the cars, and it is one of the most common overtaking spot of the track, so you're gonna get your money worth, trust me. Coming to towards the end of the lap, again, do your best to avoid the curbs, make sure to get a good exit, and this part of the track is also difficult because it's blind corner, so it's really easy to misjudge your entry and slam the wall on either side of the track. Careful on the exit there. Don't carry too much speed in the chicane or risk cutting the second part of the chicane. Careful on the exit, don't slam the wall. And this is the final 2 corners of the track, and that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the lap of the Marina Bay Street Circuit. So, let's get down to business. Leclerc's pole time to beat is 1 minute 36.217. Will I be able to beat it, or at least get close to it? Well, let's find out. So here we go then, for the first time lap, the default balance setup. Brake to 4th, good. Down to 2nd, careful on the exit, good. Down to 4th, good, gives DRS. Flat out on the corner, brake to 4th. Down to 2nd, avoid the curbs, good. Stay in 4th, good. Clean exit. Stay in 4th. Down to 2nd, good. Avoid the curb, good. Down to second for the hairpin. Nice. Alright. Tricky braking point here. Use third gear. Good. A bit slow on the exit there. Go to second. Careful with the chicane. Good. Last corner. Our time is 1 minute 39.2. So about 3 seconds of the pace of Leclerc's time, which in real life would have put us in P14. Ooh, it's a great start. Not bad, considering the fact that, you know, I'm not a Formula 1 driver. Well, I reckon that with the right setup, we can gain at least a second. So, here we go then for this second attempt with the maximum downforce setup. I've had a huge amount of wings in this setup, so we should expect to lose some time on the straight, but those downforce should help us to corner and brake better. We'll see. Bit of a wheel spin there. Staying fourth. Good. Good. Ah, come on. It's a bit of a messy lap, but how much do we improve our time? 1 minute 37.7. I think it's over a second better than our previous attempt. And in the 2019 qualifying session, that time would put us in P7. Alright, now we're getting to the top 10. I think that with the right setup, we can gain at least a couple more tenths, which should put us in at least the top 5. We'll see, we'll see. Right, here we go then for the last attempt with the custom setup. I'll leave the setup in the description below, but hopefully we can improve our time. 1 minute 37.6. So we did improve our time, but we didn't quite beat Leclerc's pole time. But that time, 1 minute. But that time of 1 minute 37.6 would be good enough to qualify us in P7. Still in P7. Well, again, not quite the top 5, but I'm good enough in top 10 for now. So, you know, grazie ragazzi, grande macchina, un'altra bandiera amarello, vai, Forza Ferrari! Yes! So, didn't quite beat Leclerc's pole time, but hey, I had a lot of fun making this video. So, thank you so much for watching and see you soon.